I'm Sarah.
I'm Robert.
We're the Cummings. I wanted to share about my walk of faith and believing for a spouse. You know, I had been standing for some time, and I got a word from Pastors Ed and Nora back in 2007 that the Lord had this for me, that my desire was going to be met, and that it was going to be on time. So 2011 came, and I thought, you know, Pastor was talking about sowing a seed and rise up and build, of course, and I thought, I had always kind of stayed on the comfortable side of giving, and you know, you see time going by, it's like, Lord, I need this to happen. So I decided to give a good portion of that savings, just like, I'm gonna abandon this, Lord, I don't know what else to do. I need you to move in this situation. And then in 2013, I got a call from Kendra Beatty, who goes to church here, and she's like, Sarah, I met this guy at work, and he's a good spirit-filled Christian, and he said he's waiting for the Lord to bring a good Christian girl. And I said, yeah, I'd like to meet him, you know.
She gave me Sarah's number, and I gave Sarah a call and asked her if she'd like to go out. We went out on our first date, and we got engaged. And Sarah was excited to have this glorious, beautiful wedding. And I started thinking, I'm like, Lord, this wedding is going to cost us a lot of money. I'm not sure where the finances are going to come in from. And there was a service, the pastor was talking about giving to Rise Up and Build, and I had only come to church for a very short time up to that point. And the Lord put in my heart an amount to give. And I remember just talking to God, and I was like, but Lord, that's everything I've worked to save for the wedding. And he said, be obedient and trust me. And so we got married, had a beautiful wedding, and went on a glorious honeymoon. Came back, and all the bills were paid. The finances were there. And just recently, the Lord placed on our hearts to sow another seed. And we sowed that seed, and shortly after sowing that seed, the Lord blessed us with a bonus that I didn't anticipate coming. And shortly thereafter that, I got news that I was going to get a substantial raise. So I think whenever you're sowing a seed into the ministry, whether you're functioning as a usher, or you're being a greeter or a musician or whatever it is that God has called you to do, when you're just obedient to that calling, then you open the door for blessing and prosperity.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Robert.
This is our story of redemption. And we're having a baby.